In this tutorial, we will discuss how to add handouts. Before we start, let's decide what handouts are as they relate to our courses. Handouts are the files that students download from MyCIA in order to complete the assignments or activities in your course. Typically, handouts are Microsoft Office files such as Word docs, PowerPoint presentations, or Excel files. However, handouts can also be PDFs, images, and both audio and video recordings. To add a handout, select Add a Handout. Give your handout a name such as Course Syllabus. Then select Choose File. Notice that a new tool opens called MyCIA Manager. The MyCIA Manager is a tool that allows you to archive and manage your uploaded files. Notice that I have a general MyCIA Manager folder as well as a folder for my course. I can also select Create in order to add a new folder to the MyCIA Manager. For our purposes, I will select the folder for my course. Next, to upload a file, I will select Upload. Now I must navigate through my computer to locate the file that I want to upload as a handout. When I have found that file, I can either double-click on the file or select Choose to upload the file. Notice at the bottom, I can watch the progress of my file uploading. As a final step, I must select Insert in order to upload that file to MyCIA. Notice that the file is now displayed. I can also group my handouts according to sets. Since we are in week 1 of this course, I can select Add a Set and create a first set called Week 1 Handouts. I can provide a description for this set or continue by selecting Save. For this handout, my course syllabus, I can also add a description for the course syllabus or continue to the next step. The next step is to set a start or end date, which is the time in which we want the handout to display or not display for students. The system defaults to display now and no end date, which means that this handout will display immediately and indefinitely. However, if I select display later manually, I can have that handout display at a time of my choosing, but I will have to remember to go back to the handout to make it available to the students. If I know the date that I want my handout to display on, I would select Display On, then use the calendar tool to select the date, and also select the time in which I want the handout to display. If I select End Now, the handout is immediately unavailable to my students. However, if I select End On, again, I would use the calendar tool to select the date that I want the handout to end, as well as the time I would want the handout to end on. After the end date, I would need to, I can also determine how I want that handout to end. Do I want the handout to be inactive, or should I actually delete it from my course? I will select Display Now and no end date. And as a final step, I can make this handout public, meaning that I can share this handout with individuals that are outside of the course. Now that I've uploaded my handout, I will select Save or Save and add another handout. Once I've selected Save, I now see the handout displayed in my course. As a final step, I can scroll to the top of my screen and change the view from faculty to student to see how this handout will display or be available to the student.